me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. Stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts to how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker.
All right, guys. Man, what is going on? Shit. Well, what is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. Another edition of Notorious Unscripted. This is episode 120 of Unscripted, man. And if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how the show works, man. Every Monday after Monday Night Raw, we are live with Unscripted. And every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, we are live with the news. If you guys did miss this past Friday's edition of the news, that is William Regal possibly leaving AEW for WWE, which actually there is a lot of news about regarding Mr. Regal. And also, Roman Reigns' WrestleMania season plans revealed, or at least what WWE is thinking about doing for Roman Reigns for WrestleMania season, the beginning of the year up until Mania, man. So, if you guys did miss that, that is episode 138. I believe you guys can now watch that on all platforms: Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, again, right here, 4 p.m. Central on Fridays for the news, man. And with that, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official, the beautiful Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find all 8 of these designs live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this video, or it is in either mine or Sir K's social media pages. It is not hard to find whatsoever. Yeah, man. So you got the flag design, the skyline design, the base logo design, the best kept secrets to the IWC, the scratch logo, the only community that matters, the uncrowned kings of the IWC, and the Christmas shirt. Again, all 8 of these designs are available on bonfire.com in more than just t-shirts, and the Christmas merch you can get in a ugly Christmas sweater style. So you guys can get that as well. Again, link is at the top of the description of this video, and either in mine, either in mine or Circa's social media pages. Man, again, not hard to find whatsoever. Actually, I got it today, so I figured I'd bring it on here to show you guys the Christmas merch.
Hey.
So there it is, live in the flesh, man. It looks beautiful, as they all do. And yeah, man, looks great. And yeah, man, if you guys are looking for something to wear for Christmas, like I am, cop it, man, because I'm tired of wearing everybody else's stuff. Why not make some Notorious Hills Podcast Christmas merch, man? So with that, if this is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at the Notorious Hills Podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
Almost forgot again. It's going good, man. It's going good. Just been chilling out, man. Just been chilling out, doing my normal shit, man. Ain't nothing really going on lately.
Yeah.
I mean, so just been chilling, man. Just been chilling. But usually Durante is here. I'll probably be here later, if not in the re-watch. So, like he always says, man, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. What about everybody in chat, man? What about you, bro? How you doing?
Yeah, bro, I'm good, man. I'm good. Just had honestly, just a chill day today, man. I didn't really do much whatsoever, and I'm cool with that,
Yeah.
man. So
Yes,
yeah, it was just one of those chill days, bro. So that was about it. That was literally about it, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. Just waiting for this holiday season, I guess, to come up sooner or later. Then things should obviously start being busy again, as they are for everybody, man. Get to go on that vacation, man. So I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited, man.
That's nice as hell, bro.
Absolutely. There he is. As Durante normally asks, I'm good, family's good. And what about you, Durante? Sir K just answered your question, but yes, you're here now.
Man, I'm good, man. You?
Yeah, man. So how the hell are you, Durante? And everybody else in chat, thank you guys for all being here. And I'm sure more of you will be coming in as we go, man. But we are going to start you guys off, man, with AEW Dynamite. AEW Dynamite this week, man. It was from what I can remember, a pretty good episode.
Yeah, it was nice. It's kind of a blur at this point. I don't know why, but I don't. What did happen on that fucking show? Once you say it, I'll remember. But,
Yeah.
damn. Oh, God. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Johnny Gargano, man. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But look, man. So we open AEW Dynamite with none other than Jon Moxley. He opens the show, and he begins to talk. And before he could really get to talking about anything, he was interrupted by the Cowboy. He's interrupted by none other. It really was. I mean, he was. Well, has he been out like 2 months? I guess that's standard for like concussions. Usually people are out like 2.5 months, 8 weeks. I think they're out. So, but man, nonetheless, it still really came out of nowhere, and I really like how this was executed.
I'm saying, man, Adam Cole's been in the news so much. Anytime, I didn't think fucking Hangman, Adam Page. I'm off today. I'm sorry, guys. That Hangman, I didn't expect him to be back for a minute. I don't know why, but I didn't. I should go shocking.
Yeah, definitely, man. Especially especially with like, and you bring up a good point, especially with how long Adam Cole's been out. It seems like everybody's kind of just been so worried about him. It's almost like people not forgot about Hangman, but yeah, well, yeah. I mean, to be blunt, yeah, yeah. People forgot about Hangman. Because yeah, I mean, everybody's just been so coughed up in the Adam Cole concussion that he's been out of action since June with. So yeah, man. So this was really well done. It's very nice when you do returns in front of people who know who the fuck people are. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, but yes, it is very nice that the AEW audience actually knows who the fuck people are. And they have a they have a solid idea on who people are and their backgrounds and stuff, unlike other crowds. But regardless, that's how the show opened up. Adam Hangman Page comes out, gets right in the face of Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley said something along the lines to him of, "I'm surprised you even remember what happened." And then he went to ask him another question, "Do you even remember what happened?" And before he could even finish that sentence, Adam Hangman Page and him started brawling. This was really, really good. This seemed like a really stiff brawl, and it was very, very nice. Yeah, it was really good. There was one hilarious spot in this match where Paige is at the top of the ramp. Paige is at the top of the ramp as their pull apart brawl. I wonder what the number on pull apart brawls is this year for AEW. I mean, good lord.
Dude, holy fuck. They have one like, dude, at least 3 a month. I gotta say.
It's rough, man.
Dude,
it's
there's
rough.
gotta be like fucking 30 plus. Oh,
no
man.
doubt.
Too many. Too fucking many.
Definitely. So Hangman's at the top of the ramp and they're holding him back. And then Jon Moxley comes sprinting up the ramp and just fucking falls off of it. His foot slips and he just falls off the ramp, and he does like the most dad fall over you've ever seen in your life. Like, he fell on his side, but then he slowly rolled on his back and his legs are up in the air. I mean, it looked so funny, bro, but he eventually got up. Him and Hangman started brawling until they just brought him both to the back. But that was it for now. There was a little bit more with these two a little bit later. But the next match ended up being Dax Harwood versus Bryan Danielson in just a regular singles match on Dynamite. And this was great, bro. This was a great first match to Dynamite. To give the crowd the first match. No better than these two. And this was great. This was amazing. No complaints from me. Another great Dax Harwood singles match on the year. And another great Bryan Danielson match, as we all expect nothing less from the man. Just overall really great stuff by these two, man. Danielson did end up winning this one. And yeah, man, I believe he beat him with the yes lock. And that was that was it, man. So no complaints here. Just a good Dynamite match.
Hell yeah, bro. A great match, bro. The match was kick ass, man. And it's just another dot on Dax's streak of this year. Him and Jericho have had like the race of good ass fucking just singles matches this year. Everyone says it's either one of those two in AEW.
Definitely, bro. Yeah, this was great. This was great. I really like how on Dynamite, and I feel like a lot of times with WWE, we get singles matches on Raw and SmackDown where it's a guy that you care about versus a guy that you can give two fucks about. And I like on Dynamite how they do give you singles matches on two guys that are, I mean, obviously we knew Danielson was gonna win, but they're showing you two guys that you care about, and two guys that are a big deal in their own right, and They just have a singles exhibition match together. Yeah.
Exactly, man. It's great to see, bro. It's great to see two people that matter fix each other.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, because like I said, man, I feel like a lot of times in WWE, a lot of times when you're watching their weekly shows, like you just see like,
Go for like Seth versus Veer or something. They don't put them
yeah,
in like normal matches. You know what I
right,
mean?
right, yeah. I mean, a lot of times I feel like you get like the Seth versus Elias or the
Mm-hmm.
or like the yeah, like the fucking Finn Balor versus Carl Anderson. It's just like, what the hell? I don't want to see this. Like, if Dak, I would maybe say different things about it if it was last year. With the run that FTR had last year, they were on, I believe, disappointment of the year for our nominees
Okay.
last year. So, if you were just putting if you were putting Danielson in a match against, somebody who just didn't fucking matter and it was no fun at all, I'd probably be complaining about it. But even with the run FTR was on last year, it still would have made for a great match. But FTR, man, let's all be honest, bro. FTR was abysmal last year. They were.
That shit was pointless
And they were
last year.
wearing
I can,
robes and, ugh.
oh, I hated that shit. This is way better than what they were doing then, man.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But, so, or like, what the hell do we get tonight? On Raw. Fucking Dominic Mysterio versus Akira Tozawa? Are you kidding me?
Why?
We'll get into that.
Yeah,
There was reason behind it, but I don't
there's
I
still
don't
no
care
reason.
if Dominic killed dude's mother. I still wouldn't want to fucking see this match. I don't care what kind of backstory there was to that
To
match.
kill his mom?
I don't care what
No.
happened, bro. No. But yeah, not it. Regardless, I don't care what kind of backstory you gave. I mean, I appreciate that they at least gave you a reason as to why this match was happening, but still, like, again, I don't care what the fucking reason is. I don't want to see that match. Not no, absolutely not.
Hell
So,
no.
next, well, again, this was a great match. I forgot to mention Dax. Dax did this little fake out. Danielson put his hand out to shake his hand, and Dax went to walk away. And at first I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, is FTR gonna go heel? And then he turned around and embraced with Danielson. So it was a really fun match, and it was a great little thing there at the end. So actually, it was announced, I believe on Rampage, I want to say, that the Acclaimed are going to be taking on FTR for the tag team championships. That's something I'm not really too in favor of. I don't
No.
not on Dynamite. I think you've been saving
Just let it be
FTR.
announced.
Yeah, you've been saving FTR so much for that. You've been saving FTR so much and trying your absolute hardest to keep them away from the Acclaimed. I don't know why you
Mhm.
would put them in a match together, especially because more times than not, you're going to look at FTR as the next tag team champion. So, maybe you do go heel with them, and I don't know. I actually,
Maybe.
yeah, I don't think that would be that bad, to be honest.
I would like it.
Yeah, I think they work. I think overall their body of work is more proven as heels, but not to say that they've been bad baby faces, because they've been pretty good baby faces if you ask me. But I enjoy them.
Some
But
people are better as heels.
yeah, but I think they would complement the Acclaimed very well, being how
Yeah,
over the Acclaimed is. I think
exactly.
them as a heel would complement the Acclaim's overness very well. So yeah, but next we got a match with Samoa Joe and AR Fox. Samoa Joe is both double champ right now. He's Ring of Honor TV champ and TNT champ. So yeah, man. This match with AR Fox was pretty good. It was honestly just put here to, showcase AR Fox, being that they just signed the man, so we probably won't see him for like another 7 months. But unless you want to watch him create his own storylines on Dark.
Good
The
fucking lord, man.
Yeah, I think AR Fox could be great. All joking aside, if you put him in the right
Mhm.
role, I think he could work. I think he work really well with Top Flight. The only thing is, Top Flight at this point, um, you don't want to just keep throwing them in groups. You want them to, like, the group with Leo Rush could have worked, right? But the only problem
Very.
was Leo Rush isn't here anymore. So, you don't want to just keep finding
Keep trying, people.
exactly. You want to make sure give it a couple months, see how you like AR Fox. I know you like him enough to sign him, but see how you like him, and then if you say to yourself, okay, well, I think I want to keep this guy on for a couple more years or whatever the case is, then you put him with Top Flight, because I would hate to see him with Top Flight for 3 months and then it come out all of a sudden that he has a 6-month deal and he's going to be gone, and then Top Flight are just again without a leader.
Member.
But yeah, so Samoa Joe ends up beating AR Fox here with the Muscle Buster, and again, this was a great match. We probably won't see him for another 7 months until his contract's up, and yeah. So if you want to see AR Fox, tune into YouTube, All Elite Wrestling, Dark Elevation on Mondays, and whenever the fuck Dark is on, I think it's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I couldn't tell you. Regardless, go watch our boy Jesse, man. He's doing the Dark watch-alongs. There's where you'll be able to see AR Fox and all those guys, man. So go hit up our boy Jesse.
Man, what's the difference between Dark and Dark Elevation? I never
Uh,
understood them.
I don't know. Neither of them elevate anything, or anybody. But I know one's on Mondays and one's an hour, and the other one's like 3 hours.
I think Dark is just, they film it during the show. I think Elevation, they have a location where they do Elevation, like in NXT.
No,
I
both.
think that's how it works.
I
Really?
think. Well, yeah, because I believe. Wait, no, that wouldn't make any. I think. Yeah, I think. No, because sometimes I do see them doing Dark, not just Dark Elevation at the what is it called, the Universal Studios. So
yeah. I wonder, man. I'll have to ask TK if I ever get on their media scrum. Hey, bro, what's the difference between Dark and Dark Elevation?
Elevation has Paul White on commentary, if that's what you care to watch
Mm.
for. I do know that distinct difference, which that makes me watch every Mondays. Man,
Oh, yeah.
gotta see Paul
Good
White on
lord.
commentary. But
Not just God.
yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, this was
It was a match. It wasn't bad. It had one cool ass spot where
oh, the
how Joe
Ricochet
does
spot.
that thing. Yeah, where fucking Samoa Joe just lets him fall
Mm-hmm.
when they do some high spot. AR Fox landed on his feet and started beating his ass. So that was a cool counter.
Yeah, it was really
But
cool.
it was a good match.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Yeah, so yeah, man. Was it on this episode of Dynamite, that shit with Matt Hardy? Because if that's the case, I'll talk a little bit more about Dark when that happens.
Mhm.
So Samoa Joe wins. We get a little promo package from Wardlow. Then we go into a to be continued with Will Hobbs, with him walking around his old neighborhood, is what I believe it to be. And man,
Those are hard as hell.
it's just great. It's just great seeing him, in the neighborhood he grew up and letting people in on a little bit more of who he is and where he comes from and stuff like that. It's great. It's great. Video packages always help. A lot of people think video packages are a bad thing. Not at all, bro. Video packages do wonders, and we're going to get to that when we talk about SmackDown a little bit. We need to talk about video packages. And how for some people they just need to be used. And Will Hobbs, hey, if he doesn't have, the confidence to get out there and speak on him, not the confidence, maybe that's the wrong word, but if he's not comfortable
Experience.
enough with and experienced enough with going out there and letting the people like know who he is, or
How he
even,
is.
yeah, or even if maybe he could have a hard time saying it on a mic, just telling people, video packages are a great thing. Go back to his old neighborhood, have him walk around, have him bring you through how he grew up. And it's such an easy way to connect to people. I don't know why little production shit like this is not used in AEW.
Literally, bro. It's like they avoid that type of stuff for some reason.
I know, man. It's like, man, oh man. So that was that, and then we ended up moving on to the next segment. William Regal. Man. William
Dang,
Regal.
that's tough.
It really does. It really does. And you know what? I want to go in this on depth on Friday, man, but look. So apparently we will know more directly from Tony Khan, because Saturday, December 10th is Death Before Dishonor, and I believe he's going to do a media call on Wednesday, and he's going to let everybody know the AEW status of William Regal. But as we all know, he's gone. And honestly,
Yeah.
with some of the rumors that are coming out about it, there is nobody more that needed to hear Mr. Regal's advice than Tony Khan himself. I will say that right now. We'll go into that a little bit more on Friday, but I'm gonna say right now, we'll go in depth, but I'll leave you guys with that for now, man. If there's anybody who needed William Regal's advice the most, it's surprisingly not the talent. It's Tony Khan himself. So look, man. So William Regal comes out to no Blackpool Combat Trons or nothing. He had completely new theme music with just his name behind the England flag or the British flag on the Trons, and he came out there, and MJF then comes out with the AEW World Championship, man, and yeah, he proceeded to, down the rampway to throw his gum in a little girl's face. So that's just wonderful.
I love MJF, man.
He was wearing a suit. He was wearing a striped suit, but what were thought to be white stripes. I don't know if anybody remembers the Conor McGregor suit, where it was all black with the white, what looked like white stripes, but it was just "fuck you" in white letters all the way down the suit. MJF's said "better than you." So that is just,
man.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. It was awesome. It was awesome. Once I started seeing people post pictures of that, I was like, wow, that is actually really cool for Max. But
that's hard to say.
He comes out there. And he starts talking about how he starts talking about how he's the AEW World Champion and how everybody needs to appreciate Mr. Regal and not boo him and treat him like such. And he begins to say how Regal sent him emails. He sent him new emails regarding regarding the Dynamite that the firm attacked him, and he said he said something along the lines to MJF of, I see that you are in need of help, and I think you could be one of the greatest villains we've ever seen, and I'd be willing to help you. I just don't need you to grab the diamond ring. I need you to grab the brass one, which was actually really hard because
That was hard as hell.
grab the brass
knuckles.
ring, get the brass knuckles. It was really cool how they worded that. I don't know who the hell was typing up these damn email transcripts for MJF to read off, but that shit was hard. I don't know who did it, but it was great. And he starts talking about how he took William Regal up on his offer and Regal did the right thing and stuff like that. And then he starts talking about how his quote unquote, and I love how he uses this term, his quote unquote reign of terror is just getting started. Yeah. Great.
Damn.
Great. The last time, and I love how he uses that because, in his heel ways, it is going to be the reign of terror, but it is going to be anything but a reign of terror. The last time people used that term, reign of terror, was, and this was a real reign of terror, the 2017 500 and something day reign of Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. That, my friend, is a real. That was miserable. That was
damn
miserable.
near 2 years of nothing.
Mm-hmm. A whole year and a half of just garbage, dude. Another time people use the Reign of Terror was for none other than Jinder Mahal. So
Yeah,
that was
pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
Yeah. I mean, if you really wanted to look into it, you could even probably say Sammy Guevara's TNT title reign, but
Goldberg too. I forgot about Logan.
Logan, what up, my man?
Man, I totally forgot about Goldberg, man.
Yeah, those were some pretty bad title reigns, man. Man, what were some other really bad reigns? Probably like every Raw Tag Team Champion since Ambrose and Rollins. No, my bad. Arcade Bro had a good run. But man,
every fucking Miz IC title run after 2016.
Fair enough.
Damn near. That
Fair
shit
enough.
was ass, but I swear to God.
Man, Nyla Rose is the TBS champion just recently, if you wanted to count that, but obviously you can't. I'm just messing around. Man, yeah, I mean you get the point. There's a lot. I mean a lot of, and if you compare real reign of terrors to what MJF is about to do, this man, if treated correctly, should. And he has all the tools in the book, go down as the best AEW champion we've seen to date. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good, man. If you were to ask me my favorite AEW champion, I'm not exactly sure what I'd tell you. I like a little bit from, like, I like Jericho's demeanor as champion. Like, I like how he acted when he was champ. Obviously, the matches weren't the best thing in the world, but I liked all his segments, and I like how he carried himself as champion.
Exactly.
That's the right word I'm looking for. I think I like Hangman's match quality the most. I like a little bit of everything, man, but I don't know. I'd have to sit down and think about if I had an exact favorite AEW champion, but
I really would, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd really have to sit down and think about everybody's reign. But the point I'm getting at is, again, if done correctly, he has all the tools and there is no excuses for this not to be one of the best, if not the best, AEW World Championship reign we've ever seen yet.
Easily, man. Easily. It can be.
So, he's in the back, my bad. He keeps talking. He starts looking towards the back as he's talking to the locker room, and he starts bringing up names. He starts bringing up. He brought up Eddie Kingston. He brought up Bryan Danielson. He started bringing up Bryan Danielson a lot. He brought up how Ricky Starks was a fake star. He started bringing up a lot of Bryan Danielson, and it almost kind of looked, especially by the end of this, that we're gonna end up getting Danielson as his first challenger. And I don't
That's
know
crazy.
I don't know how much I'm rocking with that, man. I think Danielson's one of those guys that man, that he's not really he's not really one of those guys I would imagine for the beginning of the reign.
No, but you know Danielson, bro. He's too damn humble. Yeah, I mean, he probably wants him to be his first, so you get like a good start to his fucking run or some shit.
That is true. That is
You
true.
know
The
his humble ass.
thing is, though, Danielson came out a couple months ago and said something that kind of shocked me. Well, not shocked me, but he said a couple months ago that he wouldn't mind being AEW champ, or he wouldn't mind being AEW champion if that's what Tony Khan wants.
Yeah.
But he did say, like, he has no desire, like, he's not actively, like, trying to accomplish winning it, which
No.
kind of shocks me, because I feel like he would have been one of those guys that has been like, no, I absolutely don't want to win it under no circumstances. But I absolutely like that if Tony Khan wants it, and Tony Khan better fucking want it at some point, because it needs to happen. And I love how Danielson's willing to let his guard down. If he's not willing to wear his own goddamn t-shirts to the ring, the least is I need to see a world championship reign out of Danielson. I don't care if he doesn't desire it. He's too humble, man. He's too humble, and that's a good thing.
He is. Yeah, exactly. Because on the other hand, you got the other old guy that was there.
Yeah, that guy.
That fucking guy.
Isn't it so wild we ended up never seeing Danielson versus Punk in an AEW ring?
That's crazy, bro. They really saving it. And Punk just went and did that.
Yeah. Probably going to end up doing it at like UFC 300 or something. We'll see the way Punk's going.
Oh, bro, I'm telling you.
Or another locker room brawl.
He's just going to show up back there.
Yeah, man. So MJF starts going in on, like I said, the three main names he brought up were Eddie Kingston, Bryan Danielson, and Ricky Starks, most notably, which were very, very interesting, man. So MJF, he's holding the world title, and he says, you know, I would want to carry this one around, but this one resembles the past. And at first I said to myself, I was like, wait a minute. Don't tell me they're going to do a completely new belt, because I really love that AEW World Championship. And I was like, damn, bro. And I was kind of getting upset, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, why would you fucking change that belt design? One of the prettiest designs in all of professional wrestling. But then once he uncovered it, I was like, oh, thank God. Because for a minute there, I thought he was going to I thought they were going to just completely get a new belt.
100%, man. I was going to be like, oh. I was like, you don't need to, bro. That shit looks so damn good.
Mm-mm.
And then when he unveiled that, at first second, I thought it was the exact same thing. I thought he was just joking, like, oh, yeah, all those other people touched this thing. I don't want it. And then I noticed on the belt.
Mm-hmm. So he throws the regular AEW title on the ground, and he says, he throws it on the ground, and he says, you know, it's time for something that, you know, looks a little better. It's time for something that resembles the future. And he unveils the AEW Championship, the exact same AEW Championship, so no new designs as far as the title itself goes. But as they zoomed in, you can see a brown strap on it with Burberry, the Burberry print. So it was, it's really, really nice. Actually, I really, really fuck with it. I like it a lot.
That shit funny as hell, man.
And it's something little. It's something not too drastic that resembles MJF to a T. So
exactly.
You know, I mean, he doesn't have a giant belt with his face on it, or he doesn't have a giant belt that says MJF real huge in the middle. You know, I mean, it's the AEW Championship with a little MJF mixed into it, man, and it's really subtle and it's really nice. So then he once again turns his attention to William Regal as he puts his brass knuckles on, and he starts thanking him, and he walks behind Regal, and he says something along the lines of, I just want to thank you, and then he walks behind him, and he punches William Regal in the back of the neck,
Oh.
which I believe they said he has screws in the back of his neck, and he's had a couple neck surgeries or whatever. He punches Regal in the back of the neck. William Regal just absolutely plops down and is lying there dead as MJF yet again, think about the other time he did this, left through the crowd.
True.
He also did that after his one of the best promos I've ever watched in my entire life. So there was that, man. There was that. So Danielson comes running out right at a couple matches after his match. So he's still in ring gear, but he's got shorts on, and he runs out there to go check on Regal. They flip him over to get him on the stretcher, and you just see a bunch of blood coming out of his mouth as this man. They really, really did this really good.
Shit.
As the commentators are talking, just talking so horrible about MJF. Also, after he punched William Regal, he told him, you did all of
the email.
What's up?
He read off the email that he sent to him.
Yeah. Before he said that, he told Regal, you did all of this, and it just came to, or something like that, something about him doing all of this, and he ended up just making a deal with the devil, and then he starts reading off the exact email that Regal sent him. He said MJF hires the most exclusive talent in the world, and you just don't seem to be up to par with the times and stuff like that. The exact email that he told us Regal had read to him, or Regal had sent him after his WWE tryout, man. So it was really, really, really well. William Regal made a deal with the devil, and he looked like an absolute fucking fool in the end of it. Man, William Regal got pumped.
That's the one part I didn't like. Man, like, I would really William Regal let MJF walk behind him with his brass knuckles on. What? You know what I mean? I didn't like that detail, man. But other than that, it was awesome, bro. I will say, if William Regal is gone, I would have loved Jon Moxley to join that ambulance that he was in. Because I mean, it's not like you're gonna go wrap up the story.
Absolutely.
He's fucking gone.
That
really
was
like that detail.
So that was the thing. So that was the thing that I was kind of hoping for too. I'm glad you said that because, once they come back from commercial, they're in the back and they're loading William Regal up. They're loading William Regal up in the ambulance, and Danielson jumps in there, and there's a moment where the doors are just sitting open, and Danielson's just sitting in there kind of like just talking to Regal, like, just trying to just say stuff, and, so he's just standing there trying to console Regal as he's knocked out. And if this was the end of Regal and AEW, I agree. I would have liked to see the whole group jump in.
Yeah, that would have been awesome, man.
Jump in that ambulance. 100%. Yeah, I would have liked to see the whole group jump in the ambulance. You could have even added a detail, like maybe promoting a match for like Claudio, but then having to cancel it because he left the show unattended because of what happened to William Regal. Like, I think...
Yeah, exactly.
Like that kind of stuff. And, maybe you end up moving the match to next week or the little details like that. If that was really the end of William Regal in AEW, which it looks like it is,
Should have just wrapped everything up, man. No point for loose ends if he ain't coming back, because he ain't.
Exactly, especially with Triple H. You know, the only way, or honestly, what we've heard of William Regal. You know, even if Triple H got stripped of power as soon as Regal came back, I still don't think he'd come back to AEW based off what we heard. If that's really how he felt, I wouldn't go back to that either, and I wouldn't expect him to, because if you have the experience that you have and you felt that the management was immature and didn't know what the fuck they were doing, I wouldn't go back to that either. So I would have just wrapped it all up right there.
Yeah.
Definitely. If that is the case. But yeah, man, I mean, yeah, so Danielson hops in the ambulance and they drove away with just Danielson, and that was about it, man. That was about it. Ricky, this is the kind of stuff, bro. Ricky Starks then would go on to defeat Arya Daivari.
Come on, bro. What is this fucking... This is raw shit. I don't want to see that.
Bro.
Fucking Arya Daivari.
What is this, dude?
Mm-mm.
Before the match gets started, though, Stokely Hathaway and Ethan Page come out there. Matt Hardy runs in front of them, does his pose, starts doing the delete. Stokely tells him, we're trying to highlight Ethan Page here. Get the hell out of here. And Ethan Page tells Matt that he owns him. And apparently, to my knowledge, they are doing... Now remember, AEW talent have complete freedom with their AEW Dark storylines, right? So keep that in mind. So
this is freedom, apparently.
Apparently, the ongoing story is
Okay.
Matt Hardy lost a match to Ethan Page, and then he was owned by Ethan Page. And apparently Matt Hardy is not allowed to do his taunts and his twist of fate anymore because Ethan Page owns it, but Matt Hardy keeps using and doing this stuff to defy him.
What? Dude, don't let them make storylines dark. The fuck? Bro, I don't care how much creative freedom I give people. I hear that shit, I'm shutting it down. That shit ass.
What?
That shit disrespectful.
Bro.
Oh, God. That's horrendous, man.
Dude. What did fucking -1 make this storyline, bro? I mean, I don't even think he would. Bro, dude.
No, I think he'd great.
Who the hell would create that storyline, bruh? And then to even think to put a glimmer of it on AEW Dynamite is beyond me. I mean, good God.
Horrific,
good God, bro.
One of the worst storylines I've ever heard.
Awful.
What is with fucking Matt Hardy with the ownership thing? He owns Private Party at one point. He owns this. You can't, like, dude, stop it.
Now Ethan Page
made you good.
Owns him. I mean, dude, I don't know what's up with Matt Hardy in these ownership storylines. I mean, I don't know, man. It just sucks, dude.
That shit really does, bro. I don't know what he been on, bro. Apparently he need Jeff, because I don't know what the fuck he doing.
Me neither, bro. Me neither. Horrible. So Ricky Starks beats Arya Daivari, and that was that. Anna J.A.S. is in a match here against Willow Nightingale for whatever reason. I mean, I don't want to say it like that because Willow's great. But for whatever reason, they were treating Willow like she was Johnny Gargano in Cleveland. I don't know if this was her hometown. They just kept.
It was.
It must have been. It should have been. It needed to have been, because I have never seen a crowd pop that wild for Willow Nightingale. I mean, she's good. I'm not saying they shouldn't have popped for her, but that just threw me way off guard. So
Yeah, it did, bro. It did. But I will say, bro, with that new theme song she got and shit, she gives me Bailey vibes, which I like to see again. That old school Bailey vibes,
definitely,
which is
man.
nice to see, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's great. She's great. I think she's great. I just did not expect that whatsoever. It caught me so off guard. It really did. I was like, damn,
AEW
I never seen a
fans
crowd
keep
act like this.
Willow up, while the WWE fans hype up their own women. Hype up their own
Seriously.
roster. Holy shit.
Seriously, bro. Nowadays, crowds got no fucking idea what the hell's going on. So,
Basically, Randy Orton, they'll be like, oh, who's that?
So Anna Jay loses to Willow Nightingale. And lo and behold, after the match, Ty Conti is taking Anna Jay A.S. out of the ring. And crowd starts going nuts, so Ty starts looking around, and they just pan, they out-zoom the shot, and man, standing in the ring is a fresh, non-broken-nosed Ruby Soho. She has returned to All Elite Wrestling.
I was in the fucking bathroom because I had Anna Jay on my screen. So I thought, oh, let me go take a piss. I come back and I just see Ruby on my screen. I was so pissed. But happy at the same time, obviously. I was so fucking pissed. You put Anna Jay on my TV and expect me to be engaged? You fucking Tony Khan.
Bro, I said this the night it happened. Let's fucking go. Ruby Soho is back. However, this needs to be the beginning of a different Ruby Soho. And when I say different, I don't mean a character change. I don't mean none of that. No. I mean good booking Ruby Soho. I want a Ruby Soho that you fucking care about. I want a Ruby Soho that should be AEW World Champion right now. I want a Ruby Soho that I can actually be fucking proud of, because she is so good. She's so good. And the fact that you've done what you've done with this woman for as long as you have is absolutely baffling to me. How this woman has accumulated to nothing. Meanwhile, all these other women are given championship matches. They're given video packages with celebrities. They're given all this TV time. They're given... They're given these resources, and all you have for Ruby Soho is dark.
She needs way more than that now.
Yes, I mean, it's... No, I mean, no more of this bullshit with Ruby Soho. She has sat around and done nothing for too long. And bro, I mean, again, the women that you choose to push over her absolutely baffles me, when there's no problem with Ruby Soho. Like, you genuinely cannot sit there and say, oh, well, she can't wrestle. Well, she can't talk. Well, she's not captivating. Crowd sings her song when she comes out. She's a phenomenal fucking talker. We've seen her go toe-to-toe with Britt Baker, who's very good on the mic, and hold her own nonetheless. We've seen her have great matches. She's brought good matches out of Jade Cargill. So, dude, you cannot sit there and fucking tell me. You cannot sit there and tell me there's something wrong with Ruby Soho to the point where you do not feel she is good enough to be pushed on your television product. We are well past that excuse, bro. You absolutely need to do more with this woman. Enough is enough.
Exactly. Exactly, man. They really got to do something, bro. She's got everything, man, and they got to realize that.
Absolutely, especially with WWE being the way it is now and a lot of talent being more susceptible to going back there. You do not want to lose somebody like that because you got a hard on for Britt Baker and
Mhm.
Jade Cargill. You do not want that to happen.
Exactly.
And which boggles my mind, bro, because Ruby Soho could be like the perfect Brody Lee project for AEW. A guy who
Oh,
was
100%.
a guy who was a guy who was just treating as a nothing guy in WWE. He comes
Hmm.
over to AEW and he's actually treated like a big deal. She wasn't really that much of anything in WWE, so she is the perfect woman for you to take under the AEW banner and make her one of the faces of that division. There's absolutely
Exactly,
nothing
bro.
wrong.
Exactly.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with having WWE people in your company to the point where you don't feel they're good enough to push them over people that are AEW homegrowns that suck. Speaking of which,
It sucked big, bro.
Jade Cargill has her segment next. And, oh boy, this was rough for me. I don't know how you guys felt about this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why she's having a celebration now of all times, but whatever. So Jade Cargill comes out with that one chick and Red Velvet. I don't know her name, but you know this is following them kicking Kara Hogan out of the group, and it actually looks like she might be gone from the company too, because from what she's said on, I believe, interviews and
Yeah.
stuff, it looks like she just wants to do more, and it looks like AEW wasn't allowing her to do more. So I think she kind of had the same problem that Bobby Fish had with like them not wrestling enough. I believe that's what she said, and they
Yeah.
want to wrestle more. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It sucks for her, and I absolutely understand the frustration. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
let's be
Exactly.
honest, bro. Let's be honest. You're standing behind a woman that you are most likely 10 times better than. Plain and simple.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And dude, you put a million people on dark. You shouldn't put her on dark. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let her get her matches in. If she like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get that system.
No. I mean, look, dark would work if it was. Dark would work if these people were given time. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. And
3 hours of 30 matches.
honestly, I mean, seriously, I mean, 3 hours of fucking 3 minute long matches, and that's it. Just enough for you to get your sequence in and get the fuck out. Do your comeback and then do your finisher, and that's it. I mean, but look, man,
That's horrendous.
Jade Cargill comes out here, and again, man, this was rough, bro. This was rough. I wasn't a fan of this at all. I don't know if that's a popular opinion. I don't try not to look on social media that much because I usually like giving you guys my I usually like giving you guys. I usually don't like things skewing my opinion, which sometimes on social media they can. Let's all be honest. So sometimes I try to stay off social media. I honestly just use social media to interact with you guys. To be honest, like, so,
Mm-hmm.
bro, this was rough. This was a bunch of bullshit. This was Jade Cargill talking about how people come to events to see her. Who? Your wife,
It was just a
or
whiner
not your
ass
wife?
awful, man.
Your husband and your daughter? Is that who comes to the shows to see you? Because it ain't me. This was rough, bro. This was really rough. She then started to she was asking Red Velvet and the other chick why they were hanging out with Kiera Hogan this weekend after she kicked her out of the group. Um Yeah, this was rough, bro. I didn't like this at all. We'll get to the last part in just a second, but man, what did you think about the promo itself?
I mean, I didn't give a shit really. I wasn't really paying attention to it. Like I it was I was laughing more than I was mad because it's just wrong. Like no one goes to see you. No one thinks you're the best. You're just there. Like I don't even hate Jade Cargill because I really don't mind her at all. It's just too much, too much of her, man. They hype her up too much. Like she's not
That's my
bad.
problem.
She ain't what they hype up, bro. She ain't what they
Exactly.
hype up. But I don't know. Just kind of happened. Wasn't a fan of it. Thought it was kind of funny when she was lying her ass off to like they come to see me. Ain't nobody come, bro. They come to see MJF. They come to see the Elite. They come to see all that shit. Ain't nobody coming to see you, bro.
Punk.
So I mean, people still go to Punk for Punk, just to chant his name. Chant fuck CM Punk. I respect it, man. But I don't know, man. She's kind of just there, man. Got too much of her, and I don't like. To be honest, I hate the title itself more than her. I hate the TBS title. I
Me
hate it
too.
so much. I think it's such a waste of space and all that shit on that company, man. I hate the title more than I dislike her, man. But that shit was just ass.
Yeah, it's literally
It
just
was
the
just
Jade
ass.
Cargill Championship. My problem with Jade Cargill, she she has progress. See, I didn't really used to mind Jade Cargill. My problem with Jade Cargill is kind of what Sir K had mentioned a little bit. Dude, this woman is hyped up like she is a wrestling god of some sorts.
She's Bianca.
Meanwhile, she has had almost no development in a really long time,
No,
man. I mean, I can't think of the last time I said, man, Jade is getting a fucking lot better. Man, she is a lot better than this time I seen her. I haven't felt that in a really long time. I remember her match with, I think it was Ty Conti at Revolution. That was the last time I said, well, man, she did and that was when she first started working with Brian. So that was the
mm-hmm.
last time I really said to myself, like, man, Jade Cargill, she's actually coming along. I haven't said that in a really long time. And for them to almost lay waste to the lot of the roster for somebody who's really not all that great, that's my fucking
No,
problem, man.
like the thing is, me and you always talk about Bianca and how we hate her character and we hate this version of Bianca, but they make that version so prominent for a reason. I mean, she's great in the ring. She can cut a promo. It's not horrendous, but it's just not what I think she should be doing, and not what I think they should have her direction be. But with Jade, they do the same thing, but Jade ain't Bianca, man. She
Mm-hmm.
can't do nearly half of that shit. So it's just a
J-
matter of like,
you
mm-hmm,
cannot, you genuinely cannot sit there. You cannot sit there and be this confident when you literally have yet to wrestle like over 6 minute match on pay per view.
exactly, bro. Like in WWE, it's usually annoying when they have those standard people that they always put on titles and shit. But half of those people are in that position for a reason, to where when they do have the thing, it's usually not horrible. It's kind of just there. But with Jade, it's just bad. The title's pointless. They hype, and it's like they're hyping up the 24/7 title. I don't give a shit about the TBS title.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody does. Dude, what woman has debuted and said, I want to go win the TBS title? Nobody. You don't see that happening. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just too much hype for what.
Okay. Cool. I didn't want to. I didn't. I didn't want it to cut off in the middle of our rant. But yes. Um. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's kind of the annoying part for me, man. I mean, you can't sit there and promote this woman like she is godlike when every time you put her out there on pay-per-view, it is no more than 6-7 minutes at the very most. At the minimum, it's like 4.5 minutes, dude.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just it's just not it, bro. It's just not it, and she's not it. I'm gonna be honest. I
No,
know a lot of people like to continuously say, man, Jay's getting better. Bro, stop fucking lying to yourself, dude. I mean, she's been stagnant for the longest fucking time ever. And
hmm
honestly, with
since
Jade,
Cody left,
if you've seen one of her promos, you've seen all of them.
dude, they're all the same.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's not it for
Just
me,
not it.
man. Yeah. Definitely. I
Mm-mm.
mean, like Sir K
Nah.
said, man, this woman's coming out here acting like she's Bianca Belair and she has yet to wrestle over 7 minutes on pay-per-view. I mean, dude, and besides that, you literally just sit there and face a bunch of AEW's undercard.
Yeah, exactly. You face your fucking nobodies, or the people that aren't good, and you win. It's not impressive.
No, not at all. Not one bit, bro. So, yeah, man. I think Logan's right, man. I think it's about time we get that TBS title off of her. I would really like if we did away with that title to begin with, but obviously
Completely. I
we're
hate
not.
the title.
It's so fucking stupid, dude. Your woman's division is not that big to the point where you need a
No,
secondary woman's title. Eh,
it's not even the slightest that big, bruh. WWE's ain't even that big, bruh. They got a decent amount of women. Ain't
yeah.
nobody's that, bro. 2018 WWE, maybe could have used one, but nah. It's just that they didn't know how to use their champions correctly because they have two. But
Hmm.
like, you don't need that shit. You don't need that shit at all.
Exactly. I hate when they make belts just to put them on one person for a really long time. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that shit.
I don't know. It ain't it. So, as if this couldn't get any worse, to be honest, of Jade Cargill just spewing her stuff to us. Fucking Bow Wow goes up on the Tron. Bro, whoever told him to send in this video should have sent it back because he can not raise his voice to save his life. I mean, hey Jade, I see you had a cute little win there at the pay-per-view. He doesn't even know the
What?
fucking name of the pay-per-view. I see you had a cute little win there at the pay-per-view. Good job, Jade. I'm gonna
Like,
see you really
and
soon.
then the pixel quality was
Yeah.
horrific,
Bro, how
bro.
rich are you? And I'm looking at a picture of it now. Why are you in the dirtiest, there's like just
Where
metal
are
walls
you?
around him and they're dirty as shit. Like, what are you standing in front of a fucking bakery freezer? Like one of those huge freezers that they have at like a bakery? Where the fuck are you at?
Yeah, bro. Like, what? Then how did AEW receive that footage, review it, and all right, let's put this on TV? Bro, that shit is disgustingly bad.
If I was
The
fucking
qual-
Tony
the,
Khan, I would have sent him back a video. Hey, Bow Wow. Can you send me in a video where you're raising your fucking voice a little bit so you don't sound like a little fucking child like you were when you were playing in Like Mike 1, sir? Send. Dude,
I'm telling you, bro, that shit was fucked.
what the hell was that? Hey, Jade, nice little win at the pay-per-view. Dude, really? I would have sent that shit back so quick and be like, dude, can you fucking talk like you have a set of balls? I mean, Jesus, dude. What's going
Literally.
on here? So
Mm, I don't get
he's
that shit.
me neither, dude. So he sends that in, and Jade Cargill just gets all pissed off and walks away. Like, dude, what is she gonna do? Fight Bow Wow? And then that's the part that really, really annoys me. So the ongoing theory here is that Bow Wow is a prodigy, or a protege, rather, of Snoop Dogg. I'm sure you guys can all see where we're going here. Snoop Dogg's cousin is Sasha Banks. Bro, first of
Dude,
all, if Sasha Banks comes
no.
into that company, she doesn't need to be fighting for the secondary woman's title. And second of all,
No.
I do not need Sasha Banks coming in the company to align herself with Bow Wow. Hey,
Dude,
Jade,
just cut it,
I
bro.
got Sasha Banks here. She's going to fight you. Jade. Dude. Bro.
Bro, cut Bow Wow, cut Jay, cut TBS title, and put good shit in that television time, bro. You're wasting my time. You're wasting the damn roster's time.
This Jade
Get the fuck
Cargill,
out of here.
this Jade Cargill stuff, I don't know what's happening, but her trying to like work with celebrities ain't it, bro. It's
Horrendous, bro.
this is
She
literally
looks out of place.
she does. This is literally the first time anything like that has happened. Like this is the first time that I know that Jade has, tried to, wedge herself in these like in like a storyline with a celebrity. Well, I guess you could say with Shaq, but that one had
Yeah.
that one didn't really have anything to do with her. That was more about Cody and Shaq. But
Dude.
man, I mean, oh my god, dude, it's bad, and we need to get the title off of her. And Sasha Banks, bro, I did see a clip. I don't know how much I would believe this. However, we all know all these wrestlers do talk and stuff like that. But Ric Flair said that he's talked to Sasha Banks and there's no way she'd go to AEW. I mean, I don't know. We don't.
Mad about fucking Andrade.
That's true. That is true too. He probably
Bro's
could.
always talking shit.
Yeah, because I heard he was talking something. He was talking about how AEW booked Andrade so wrong. Which, to be quite honest, the guy's not. The old fuck's not lying. I will say that. But I don't know how true that is. I don't know how close Sasha and Rick are. They could be close. But if Sasha was coming in, I highly doubt she has Ric Flair go out there and be like, "Oh yeah, she's coming in." So obviously, we all know these wrestlers talk. They're all friends. So, I don't know though, but he did say that is worth noting. But like I said, if Sasha was coming in, she's not gonna have Ric Flair go out there and say, "Oh yeah, I think she's gonna come into AEW." I'm sure if it was
exactly, bro.
I'm sure if it meant enough.
I'm
sure if it meant enough to Sasha Banks, which we all know a professional wrestling return eventually does mean a lot to her. She's obviously not going to want that spoiled whatsoever, and you can't blame the woman. But so that's that, man. And jeez, and then we got this backstage segment where Britt Baker was setting up a sit-down interview with Tony Schiavone and Jamie Hayter because Jamie can't do it herself. However, I like the direction we're going here with Britt just blatantly, just trying to act like she's head honcho over Jamie Hayter, and we all know where this is going. Jamie's eventually going to get sick of it and hopefully turns on Britt, or we could do this the AEW way and they're just going to apologize and be friends again. So
and then turn on each other fucking 7 months later, randomly.
Yeah, and then when the 7 months is up, Britt is just sitting in the ring and Jamie just doesn't help her up and she just walks away, and that's the turn.
Oh, bro, that's how their fucking turns happen. They just leave them.
They just walk away, and that's it.
They just walk away. Like, bro, beat his ass. Fuck him. Beat his ass, bro.
Do the turn, bro.
You can make up one day. Just do a turn. People make up for. You know how many times you fucking Gargano and Ciampa fought and then made up?
Yep.
Like, come on, bro.
Yep.
They've done it a fucking million times and it's great every time.
No doubt.
I don't get it, bro.
No doubt.
I don't get
So,
their hesitation to do shit like that.
absolutely. So, in the main event, AEW finally got it right. In the main event, it's match 3 of the Elite versus Death Triangle. This match was another good one. This match was another good one.
Yeah, man.
As we get into it, I'm glad that we're getting a couple weeks break of this, I believe. I believe the next time we'll be seeing this is that winter is coming, so not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, which I really like. Give the Elite some time to cut a promo, have them do a video package, have them do something. Have them do something, you know, have them talk a little bit, man. And it's everybody loves the Elite, everybody wants to hear from the Elite, so why not, man? Why not have them cut a video, have them cut a promo or do a video package or something this week? So, you know, shake it up a little bit. But regardless, all these matches have been great. All these matches have been great. This one consisted of the Elite. If you watch Being the Elite today, they said they were going to take away what Death Triangle loves the most, and it is not what I love the most about Death Triangle, their entrance. See, I don't hate their entrance because I see a little bit of effort more than I see out of other people with AEW entrances, but there's just minor things I would switch about it. I don't know why Pac's not in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes way too fast. Yeah, definitely. I gotta agree with that.
Happens. Boom, boom, boom. And it's like, bruh, let him soak in the moment a tiny bit. And Alex Oberontes fucking comes out of one of the tunnels and just ruins it.
Oh, horrible.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, he ruins the hell out of that. He really does.
Mm-hmm.
So, towards the end of the match, it looks like Death Triangle's about to win. Rey Fenix is holding Kenny Omega. Pac goes for the Black Arrow. Matt Jackson gets the knees up. Pac accidentally literally lands his face. And, you know, good thing he's wearing that face mask, but still, I'm sure he didn't not feel anything.
He felt that.
Mm-hmm. His fucking face lands right on Matt Jackson's shin. Oh my God, dude. I can only imagine. Matt rolls him back, and Rey Fenix didn't know who was getting pinned, so he's still holding Kenny Omega back, and Kenny then kind of turns around and tries pushing him away, and then at the last second, Rey realized that it wasn't Matt getting pinned, so he tried to jump in, but then Kenny grabbed his head, and the Elite win their first match out of the series. So the series is 2-1. I'm glad they did not go down 3-0 because, dude, that would have just been like the most cookie cutter of results.
Literally, bro. Literally. And I will say, bro, leading up to this, I love all the fucking basketball jokes they've been making about the fucking 0-3 lead that was going to happen. That shit was awesome.
3-0 lead, definitely. So, I always say, usually, my favorite time of year in sports, well, any sport except for professional wrestling, those of you guys who've been watching the podcast know this about me, but my favorite time of year in sports is playoff basketball. I love watching the NBA playoffs because the regular season is just way too fucking long. I like to watch the games when they matter. So, obviously, that's the playoffs. I love me some playoff basketball, and I will say the most fun game to watch is Game 4, when one team is up 2-1, because Game 4, you're either going to tie the series and make it 2-2, or you're going to get the commanding 3-1 lead. So that game is always the most fun for me to watch. I love watching Game 4 when the series is at 2-1, because, as you guys know, if your team's down 2-1, you're either biting your nails or you're really upset because you know they're probably going to lose the series if they go down 3-1, or it's gonna get you a little more excited that they just tied up the series, man. So I always love watching Game 4s for that
Hell
aspect.
yeah.
But the Elite win and make the series. They're still down, but they're 2-1 at this point, man. So that is that's
Hell yeah,
interesting,
man.
man.
That's
And
dope.
I'm excited to see what happens with Game 4, man. So it should be interesting. And then on a
Should be
Rampage,
really.
we just got more heelness from Athena.
Oh yeah, she's been beating people ass. I think I heard she didn't even wear like her gear in that match. She just beat the fuck out of that lady.
From the picture I'm seeing, she's wearing her gear.
Okay, I think it happened on something, and it probably was fucking dark on AEW fans, but who knows?
Gotcha. We got this lumberjack match, which gave me every reason in the world not to watch Rampage this week. We got
God, bro, I hate them.
Darby Allin versus Cole Carter. Man, really trying to get me to watch.
Oh,
And in
bro,
the
I'm
end,
telling you.
the House of Black just destroyed all the lumberjacks that were in the main event match, and that was it. The House of Black just beating up jobbers. However, if you watch BTE today, Julia Hart, the last person they attacked was Brandon Cutler. Now,
Ooh.
Julia Hart ends up grabbing the camera after they powerbomb Cutler through the table, and she grabs the camera and she says, "The house always wins." So she goes up to Malachi Black, and he's sitting on the chair. He's sitting on a steel chair as Brandon Cutler's laying there laid out, and he tells Brandon Cutler, "Those people you associate yourself are just a small problem in the big problem in this company." And that was it. So I think that's next for the Elite.
Bro.
I think the House of Black and the Elite, and that is what, like, dude, if you're not gonna put Black in singles situations, the least you could do for this
That's
guy
what you gotta do.
is put him against trios that matter. And I don't mean Death Triangle, because that group just ain't it. I mean, they're it in the ring, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
they're not.
matter.
Yeah, they're not bad. They ain't fucking it, bruh. I mean, the group
But they
just
ain't a group.
no. It's just three good
It's
wrestlers.
just 3 good wrestlers.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the group. Yeah, the group is just not it. The group's never been it. Now, in terms of match quality, obviously that's a different story. But the groups they just don't look right together, man. They just don't look right together. I was thinking they do House of Black versus the Elite at Revolution. Definitely, bro.
Oh yeah. When the fuck is Revolution again?
March.
Oh, okay.
So if the Elite go to Game 7, hold the belts. If the Elite go to Game 7, win the belts in early January, then they hold them till early March. I think that'd be okay. Hold them for like a decent 2 months, or
I'd be okay with
maybe you wait until Double or Nothing.
It is AEW after all. They could definitely, man. It is AEW. If they're getting in a feud, then you know how long their feuds fucking last, man. So I would say Double or Nothing personally, man.
Yeah, I think definitely that would be the bigger stage for it all. But then the problem with that is, what the hell do you do with the House of Black to keep them relevant until May? You know, that would be another, from when the Elite win the titles, that would be another 4 months, as opposed to 2. So,
Yeah.
but I agree with you in that aspect. I would like to see the Elite have a little bit of a longer reign, which is why if they would have just won the belts at Revolution and Death Triangle broke up after that, I think Revolution would have been perfect for the Elite to drop the titles, but not really in that spot.
It's a little early. No, I'd say it's a little early now. I mean, you got the JAS. Maybe that could be interesting.
That is true. You do have a wounded Blackpool Combat Club too.
If you're gonna finish off the group, I'd be okay with with Malachi Black finishing off that group.
Hmm. Or maybe the House of
It's
Black
gonna
puts
suck.
them at an all-time low. That kind of makes them
Mhm.
stronger, if you will. That'd be kind of
That would be
cool.
nice. I would really like something like that, man. You got some options, man. You do.
Yeah,
As long as it ain't the
definitely.
fucking best friends.
Yeah, please. Please, for the love of God. That is not going to keep them relevant, dude. You need them to face trios that people like.
Again, put people that matter versus people that matter. Please.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. No question. So with that, so with that, we have the week of WWE, man. Well, we'll start you guys off with what had happened on SmackDown. Well, first things first. First things first, it looks like they started playing vignettes for Lacey Evans again.
Dude, this is like her fucking fifth character change. Good
Dude,
lord. I don't know what she is. She's a
I,
fucking heel lady, and then she's a babyface soldier. I think at one point she was a heel soldier, and it looks like she's a babyface soldier again. Dude, what the fuck?
and then she had that, little gimmick where she was talking about like how like her family members were like addicts and she's like here to make the change, like the like inspiring
Oh
character they
yeah.
gave her or whatever.
Good
Well, I mean, what
lord.
the
And
fuck,
all of them
man?
suck.
Choose something.
Dude, she sucked.
Yeah.
I know, bro. Like, you have all these character changes and you still suck, bro. Ain't that a sign?
All of that backstory
So
does
that
not
you're
translate in the ring whatsoever.
no, exactly, bro. Like, look at Will Hobbs, bro. We're seeing his backstory, and it's fucking amazing. We
Hmm.
seen Lacey Evans fucking 12 backstories, and they all fucking mean nothing. Come on, bro. Come
No
on.
doubt. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, yet again denies that he was the one who attacked LA Knight. He said, if I was the one who attacked him, there would be nothing left of him.
Oh shit.
Very, very interesting, man. So he was going to
Look,
catch a body if he got a hold of
bro,
LA
that's
Knight. And, yeah, it's
one
nice to
about the
see,
last
man.
word on my mind.
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
Then we have WWE furthering the relationship between Emma and Madcap Moss. She kissed him on the cheek before her match. This is some real romantic shit going on here, guys. Tune in every
I
week
think
to
I saw
see
a
it.
tweet.
Hmm.
I think a Logan said this in a tweet, man. But why are they setting them up like they're getting together when they're already together? I think it was Logan that tweeted that. But it makes no fucking
He's
sense on
absolutely
TV.
right.
They're already together.
Yeah,
Why are you acting like this is their fucking story? Like the Hallmark movie. Y'all married. So it's fucking Naomi and fucking Mr. Uso over there. You don't see them being all really on TV. I don't get it, man. You didn't see them faking their first meeting on fucking WWE television.
yeah.
I don't get it, man.
Braun Strowman attacks all of Imperium
No,
because they were trying to help they were trying to help Gunther beat Kofi Kingston. So Braun Strowman came out and attacked both of them. Oh, fucking save me.
dude,
I can't stand Braun Strowman,
just
bro.
just stop with Braun, bro. He's not good. Nobody likes him. Just fire him. Just fucking release him. He sucks. No, he shouldn't be there.
Hmm.
Just get rid of him, please.
Damage Control make their way over to SmackDown to uh get their asses beat again.
Jobber control.
Liv Morgan
Good
comes
lord.
out. Liv Morgan comes out. I see a lot of people on Twitter calling them damaged goods,
I mean, yeah,
and
you
they're
don't
not
know.
wrong,
Ain't nobody buying that shit. I know I ain't.
bro.
The hell out of here.
So Liv Morgan comes out and the numbers game gets Liv Morgan. And then we hear this theme music. And as Michael Cole's going nuts, the crowd goes mild. Bro.
Dude, they were
Dude.
just sitting there just...
Man sitting in a seat like this.
Bro just drinking his beer, just damn.
Bro has
This arena beer ain't bad.
no reaction to Tegan Knox coming out. Literally just sitting there as if nobody's entrance music is playing right now. Literally just sitting there like this.
Dude, where were they on Friday? Were they in a notable place? Because if they were, that's real sad.
I don't know, man.
Or were they in their normal Hickville? Let me look it up.
So while you look that up, so Michael Cole's screaming. Oh my God, it's Tegan Knox. And the crowd has no idea what the hell is going on.
Who the fuck that is?
Bro.
They were looking at that shit like,
Dude, this is what I was talking about with video packages. It is not wrong whatsoever to put a video package on television. Because if your main roster audience is this fucking stupid, if these people genuinely come out to these shows and are completely dumbfounded in 2022 that there is other wrestling than 2022, in a sense, this is the fans' fault. If you ask me,
oh yeah.
I don't see this as a problem of Triple H bringing back people that nobody cares about, because these people are great. These people are great. But it should not have to be Triple H's problem that this dumbass audience who you have to play video packages for just for them to even get a grip on who these people are. It's almost like if you watch a Marvel movie. A lot of the times, if you don't know what the fuck is going on, it's your fault. They made the content. Sure, it can be a lot to watch, but if you don't understand this because you didn't watch this, it falls on you. If you wanted to watch this movie, you should have taken the time to at least brush yourself up on some knowledge, or at least watch a before you watch video on YouTube.
Exactly, bro. Like, man, like, it doesn't, like, if people aren't going to know someone like that, which obviously, at this point, with the pattern they've been on, you should have guessed. Just debut her in a video package again. Just be like, oh yeah, look at this. Look who's back. Look who this is. Because your audience doesn't know. That's the thing with WWE. You can't just, half the time, just return people. You gotta introduce them. Because their audience, dude, you don't, the location is kind of sad. It makes it worse.
Oh no.
They were in Buffalo, New York.
What?
Dude, Buffalo, New York, and nobody knew who she was. Dude, that is so sad. They not saying it is Triple H, but they need to switch out. It's not Triple H in a way of, it's not his fault, but he has to play to what his new audience is. It's not that NXT audience, bruh. It's not that fucking NXT audience. You gotta play it up like the main roster audience, which means you kind of gotta treat them a little stupid. Introduce who this is. Again, that's not on Triple H. If anything, I feel bad for Triple H that he has to do that. Because, good lord, that's just sad.
Because it just makes it so much cooler when your audience actually knows what the fuck is going on. These people,
exactly, bro.
How in 2022 do you have no idea who other people in professional wrestling are, or other companies?
She was on the main roster before.
Literally.
In a tag team. Bruh. How do you, bro, how do y'all remember Alicia Fox in the Rumble, but y'all don't remember Tegan Knox, bro? Come on.
I
Come
mean,
on.
dude, this audience, bro. I mean, I knew they were dumb, man, but and then I see people saying, well, how do you expect this audience to care about fucking Sanity? Dude, if they don't
What?
remember Sanity, who actually had a main roster run, granted they didn't do a fucking thing on the main roster, bruh.
But they were there.
Dude, if these people and honestly, that doesn't even really matter, because if you put the right resources into it, eventually these people will know who these people are, plain and simple.
Exactly.
And with
man.
Sanity, if you don't know who Sanity is, they were a huge part of NXT. That's on you.
Massive. They were in the first returning War Games match. Go look it up, motherfucker. And that is one thing that would help WWE's case, would be showing old footage. Like, let's say Sanity is returning. The build up to War Games, if they would have shown clips of that original match, then that could have helped when they debut. Shit like that, man. But it's again, it still falls on the audience for being stupid and just dumb. That is sad. I feel
And
bad for her, man.
and again, you say it perfectly. I almost feel bad for Triple H here, because now
Dude,
you you got to look back at some of this stuff and maybe not do what you really intended on doing, because your audience is a bunch of fucking morons.
dude, I'd be so sad if I was Triple H. Like, damn, bro, I can't do this shit. They just sit there and just watch.
But honestly, dude, like, even if you have to do video packages, bro, just so these idiots
Just
know
do
what the
it.
fuck is going on, you just got to do it, especially for a group like Sanity, because if you think back to their original vignettes, dude,
That shit was heat.
those were
I
heat.
love shit like that. Bring that type of shit back, bro.
Yeah, there was that one vignette of that guy like suffocating in the gas mask. Like, that shit was
Oh,
hard,
and
bro.
they like edited it so we're like fucking just fucking his head's just fucking jerking all around. That shit was
Oh, bro,
awesome.
that shit was creepy.
I think he was in a straitjacket too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was in a straitjacket with a gas mask on, just fucking moving his head all fast, and they edited it all sick. Dude, that shit was so sick, bruh. That's the type of shit I like to see, bruh.
Yes. Absolutely incredible those Sanity vignettes. But bro, it's a shame, but you have to do it, bro, because these dumb fucks have no idea who anybody is, and it makes. And at the end of the day, it is the fans' fault. But still, with that,
I gotta play to it now.
you have no choice but to play to it, because look at how it translates on TV. Nobody's getting any
Exactly,
fucking
bruh.
good reactions.
Like, look at how they first part of that Dexter Loomis shit. It's ass now, and it ended up being ass. But at first, they took it slow and they built intrigue to what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean? Oh, who's doing all this fuck shit in the background? You know what I mean? Oh, it's Dexter Loomis. Okay, I don't know him, but he's doing cool shit. So let me pay attention. It ended up being dog shit, but it started off intriguing. You kind of got to do that for most of these people now, which is sad, but it's just the case.
Yeah, because apparently, apparently, nobody watched Prime NXT that still watches
Dude,
WWE
apparently,
now, because
apparently, nobody knows who anybody is at this fucking point.
yeah, I mean, good God, dude, get with the fucking program, man. Watch NXT, watch something. I swear to God, if Sanity comes in without any vignettes and you people are sitting on your hands for them, I'm gonna lose it, because, dude,
I'm gonna lose my shit. They're goaded, bro. They're one of my favorite fucking factions, bro. That
Sanity
shit
was
was
so
heat.
good. Sanity
I
was
would
so
love
good.
that shit.
Yes, please,
Oh,
dude. I,
I feel bad for everybody involved.
I do, because these people, especially the women,
Oh yeah.
especially them, have had to come back and have people sitting on their fucking hands. Literally,
Yeah.
people sitting on their fucking hands for their returns. and it is got to be so crushing.
Oh, bro, I bet it is, bro. I, I would have stopped my middle of my entrance and be like, man, what the fuck y'all doing? Fucking pop, something,
I mean,
boom, something.
seriously, dude. I mean, good God, man. And it is unfortunate that you have to start playing to your audience, which is dumber than a bag of rocks.
Literally, bro. Literally, that's the aftermath of Vince McMahon. Is that audience? Good lord.
These
We
people
need
are
to fucking
so dumbed
evolve that
down.
shit.
Seriously.
Exactly, bro. Good lord. Buffalo, New York. They reacted like that. It's sad.
Good God. Ricochet ends up winning the SmackDown World Cup on Fox.
What a title.
Yeah.
They just have to put on Fox.
Yeah.
Why? I'm
Ricochet
watching it on Fox.
Ricochet wins it. I really would have liked to see Santos win it, but Santos doesn't look bad at all because they put on a really, 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 really good match in the main event of SmackDown.
That's
So
good.
he doesn't look bad whatsoever. And Santos is a heel. Walter is a
Mm-hmm.
heel. So that dynamic would have been really off. And I believe Triple H wants to give Ricochet some more wins to
Which is good.
because he's somebody that the main roster audience actually fucking knows, and maybe getting a little bit of more wins under his belt would be decent,
Make
because
it look like a
apparently these people don't know who anybody else on the fucking planet is.
dude, if they aren't a part of the Shield previously, if they aren't fucking a part of that like 2007 roster, they don't know who the fuck you are, bruh. Bro, if you want Randy Orton, Cena, fucking Brock, they don't know who the fuck you are. Who the fuck is that? I don't fucking know. Apparently that's them, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good lord.
And Raw. Man.
What a way to fucking. Ugh.
Monday Night Raw. This Raw was decent. This Raw was a very, very wrestling heavy show, and it was almost focused on the women's championship a little too much. But we do have a really long time until the next pay-per-view. We got a whole another month. We got a whole nother 2 months damn near until the next pay-per-view. So I could see why you're taking it slow with everything else and maybe focusing on the women for a night and then maybe giving somebody else some shine on a different night.
Exactly. Plus, we have 3 hours to kill on a weekly basis.
Exactly.
Kill some time to focus on. I don't mind that. Especially since the fucking show is 3 goddamn hours.
Yeah, I don't either.
Fixate on a certain thing every once in a while. Not every week, but once in a while it makes sense because
Definitely.
it's 3 godforsaken hours.
Definitely. So I honestly, I really did think it was a decent way to kind of, like I said, you can't just, you can't. The only thing is for the women's division, I would hate for them to put all their baskets in one night, like tonight, and then you really got nothing for them, or minimal. You have minimal for them for the next 2 months. So it's nice to see. And, and as for everything else kind of getting a little shafted, we have 2 months. I mean, there's going to be plenty of time for them to shine and to tell their stories. So, it's not
the go show or nothing.
Exactly. It's not all that bad, but it was a very wrestling heavy show. So the Bloodline come into the arena. And they're doing their interviews, and as Matt Riddle is scootering into the arena, he almost ran over the Bloodline. They had to get out of the way. After Matt Riddle goes past, then Elias comes by. Then Elias comes by, and Solo Sikoa attacks him. They beat up Elias, and
Yeah.
yeah, and that was it. So then they go out there, they're cutting their promo, the bloodlines in your city, blah blah blah. What did Sami Zayn say? It was so fucking funny.
Oh God.
Oh man. What did he say, bro?
Fucking
It was
Logan. Does bro just scooter from venue to venue? Bro, I swear to God.
seriously, bro. You would think. You would
This is
think.
fucking he scooters right on that plane.
So, what the hell did Sami Zayn say? So they're cutting their promo, and Jimmy's talking about how he was talking about how the SmackDown tag team, or the tag team championship match for the night was canceled because they took out Elias, and Sami Zayn was sitting there, and he starts going yo 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 or something like that, and Jimmy just looked at him, and and Sammy was just said something like, "Oh, I thought it was a good time for a yo." I was laughing, and then
Oh, bad.
and then Matt Riddle
Ryan.
comes out, and I feel like a lot of times he's in these spots where he just kind of kills the flow of a nice segment.
Yeah, he's become their, without ordinary. He's become their guy just to say, oh, they need a single night little match feud. Go out there, Riddle. He's
Mm-hmm.
fallen into that spot, which sucks.
Definitely.
As funny as that, Logan.
Definitely.
Just fucking just out
Bro,
on the side
just
of the highway.
on the scooter in the winter.
That shit funny as the oh God.
So Matt Riddle comes out, and he says, before he could even get a word out, Sami Zayn just cuts him off. He starts going, yo, 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 my dog, my dog, my dog. And Riddle's just looking at him. And, Sami Zayn was just telling him, there's really nobody who would want to team with you. And Matt Riddle goes, actually, I did find somebody who, we may not be friends, but we both hate the bloodline. Kevin Owens comes out, and Kevin Owens was the tag team partner for Matt Riddle tonight as they lost. They were given like a decent 20 minutes
Shit.
in the open
Good.
after this promo segment, and they ended up winning. Man. The Bloodline ended up winning. They tricked Matt Riddle with the blind tag, hit him with the 1D, and then that was pretty much it, as Owens was taken out on the outside by Jay before that all happened. So that was that. After the match, there's a common theme of this. There's a common theme across both companies of this, and especially on tonight. There was the post-match attack with the Usos, and this ended with Matt Riddle having a chair around his neck, and Solo Sikoa hit him with the running hip attack in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Man, well, I love factions, man. I love them. But one thing that all these companies do is they resort to those basic ass faction things that they constantly do. Like, bro, just keep it simple. They don't, just because they overpower them doesn't mean you just randomly beat their ass.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Show off, the bloodline could show off their imitation by just being there. Half of that roster wouldn't fuck with them if they're all just there together. Emphasize on that, and that makes KO look even cooler when he is fucking with them because he's not afraid to. It's just a matter of doing too much of the simple shit factions that these companies like to do.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, they beat Matt Riddle up. They stretchered him out of the arena, and that was it for Matt Riddle for the night. So I wonder if he'll be taking a little bit of time off, man. So after this, After this, we start one of 2 triple threat matches on the night. Bayley comes out, but for her triple threat match, but then is interrupted by Becky Lynch as Becky comes from the crowd and has a pretty good promo exchange with Bayley. They kind of just talked about Becky acknowledged Bayley for carrying the company through the Thunderdome era, the real Thunderdome carrier. She talked about how she was double champ and she was doing it, and they talked about, and Becky Lynch told her, I think it'd be really interesting if we both won our matches. We haven't wrestled each other in a singles match in a very, very long time. So Bayley, after their promo exchange, Bayley ended up just telling her to skedaddle pretty much. And Rhea Ripley comes out and for a good 2 minutes is just standing on the ramp, just staring a hole into Becky Lynch. So this was really good. Definitely, yeah. It was a really good encounter. Asuka comes out, and Bayley ends up winning her match, her triple threat match. Rhea was taken out. Rhea went for a sunset flip on the outside. Bayley moved. Rhea just smacked up against the ground. Then Bayley went inside. Asuka started doing her combos to her, and then Bayley ended up countering one of them, hit her with the rose plant, and that was it, man. That was it. And Bayley moves on to her singles match next week against the winner of the next triple threat match. So
she won a match. Good. Wow.
Dude, Bayley won
fucking somebody did
a match.
Holy shit. What a sight to see, bro. God damn. I hate how that's a miracle on television, bro. That ain't right.
Absolutely. Next, we have Seth freaking Rollins.
Fucking hate that name, bro. Just make it Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins, bro. That's what it is, man. So Seth freaking Rollins comes out there, and he is talking about his match next week with Bobby Lashley, the number 1 contender match for the U.S. title, and he didn't really talk that long at all before Bobby Lashley would then come out to confront him, and my bad. Before he would come out to confront him, and it's fucking Wi-Fi.
Fucking hey, my bad.
Oh, it's all good,
It was
man.
my fucking Wi-Fi. God damn. Oh, thank God it's been a minute since I fucked up. But damn, I did not think. I looked down. I just see that little globe thing where the Wi-Fi logo should be. Like, oh shit.
Ooh, yeah. So Bobby Lashley comes out there not too much longer after that, and Seth tells him, what the hell did he tell him? He was making fun of him because he was saying, even if you do get the U.S. title, is that going to stop the big gap in your heart after knowing you can't beat Brock Lesnar? Bobby Lashley got pissed, so he asked him if he was scared of Brock, and then Seth says, no, who am I kidding? You're not scared of Brock. Are you jealous of Brock? So he said, are you jealous because Brock had the career that you wish that you always had? Bobby grabbed him, Seth said, whoa, 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 calm down, calm down. And eventually these two would start brawling. WWE officials would come out. Bobby Lashley would accidentally end up spearing one of the officials as these two had a pretty good brawl, man. Bobby Lashley came out there in a suit looking like a beast. I love when he wears the suit.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it was awesome, man. It was really awesome.
That
Bobby
makes,
Lashley and Seth are great, man. They really are.
that makes Seth looks really smart too. I like that. How he's trying to deter him and to just focusing on Lesnar so he could go, win back the U.S. title. I like that a lot.
It was,
That's really good fucking. I like that a lot. That's good character work, man. You love to see shit like that. I love intelligence, man, and it's rare to see on in WWE television, even at this point. So I love when I fucking see it, man.
Definitely.
At this point, it's rare on any fucking television. Holy shit.
Definitely, bro. So Seth, Seth and Bobby, they're done fighting and stuff. Then they go backstage, and Austin Theory is talking about how all he could see, because they asked him about the fight, and he said all he could see was the past, and when he sees those two, all he could see is the past. But he reminds all the fans that we're living in the now, and yeah, so that was pretty much his part of it. Then he would be confronted by Mustafa Ali, challenge him to a match. So then these guys have their match next. Austin Theory ends up picking up the victory. Theory ends up picking up the victory against Mustafa Ali, who wasn't wearing those stupid fight shorts anymore. He was actually wearing pants.
God. Thank fucking God. On the slow road back to normalcy with the man.
Yeah, I know. It's really great.
Bring back that fucking LED mask, bro. And the little glove thing.
I agree.
Bring that shit back, bro. That shit was fire.
Dolph Ziggler would get involved in this match, and
the fucking guy. Dude, I feel so bad for Dolph, bro. Every time I see him or just hear his name, I fucking laugh. I feel bad, bro. God damn.
Yeah, and it's especially sucks too because I feel like Dolph is generally just like a really cool veteran presence to have. I think he's really good.
He's fucking great.
I think he's really good. And I would really like to see him do more once they move these brands around and stuff like that. I think that'd be really good for the man and needed, nonetheless.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man. So he costs Theory the match. Theory wins via disqualification. Mustafa Ali gets pissed off at Ziggler because Ziggler is just incensed in Theory. So he starts fighting with Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler lays him out, and then Theory then lays Ziggler out. So Mustafa Ali is getting his ass handed to him by Dolph Ziggler.
That's gotta be the thing that hits, bruh, is this Mustafa one is obviously like a big storyline that they're doing. But with Gargano, bro's just losing. Like, I think it is like a bigger story with Mustafa. I think that they're making an obvious point about it. Man, with Gargano, man.
So that's next.
God.
Definitely.
Yeah. God.
So then we go to the JBL Poker Invitational.
No, he was a part.
Yes,
he was a part of that.
He was.
Oh no.
So Baron Corbin, the OC, mainly Gallows, and are sitting at one table, and bro, we literally got a shoosh and nerd back and forth.
Fucking God, dude. Get rid of the OC. Get rid of Gallows. Get rid of Gallows.
Damn.
Replace him. Get fucking... Get Bad Luck Fale or something. I don't fucking know. Somebody.
Dude.
Get fucking rid of Gallows, bro. That dude fucking blows.
So then we go to the other table, and that one has Dominic Mysterio and Akira Tozawa and the jobber table, pretty much.
Yeah.
Dexter and Gargano show up as JBL's reading off the rules, and he says, I don't remember inviting two of you. And then he says, wait a minute. I don't remember inviting one and a half of you. Obviously making fun of Gargano because he's small. And Gargano literally just looked like a fucking fool throughout the whole night. Dexter then put his money on the table that the Miz gave him, and they accepted him in. A little bit later in the night, the Miz tried to get into the poker thing, but JBL wouldn't let him because he needed like a $50 deposit, and apparently the Miz is broke. So, but he was wearing a suit, but it doesn't make any sense. And he tried to give JBL his Rolex. JBL told him the Rolex was fake. Just garbage. I don't know why we still have little dumbass segments like this.
Like, this is what gives segments a bad name. It's garbage like this. Like poker fucking off. Like poker games. Like, dude, no one wants to see this shit. You know, maybe if you have like a lobster gimmick, maybe doing that in the background of your promo wouldn't be bad. Like if Tony D'Angelo was maybe at a table and he caught someone cheating, and his boys just dragged the dude away. Maybe something like that'll be cool.
That'd be cool.
But like, ain't nobody give a fuck about these people, bro. Why are they? I don't give a fuck if they're backstage playing poker. I don't give a shit. I don't give two fucks.
And then a little bit later in the night, Dexter won all his money back, and Corbin was about to lose, so he was going to get up and go punch Dexter. Dexter grabs a big-ass axe and just puts it on the table, so Corbin calms down. This ended up leading to a OC versus Alpha Academy and Baron Corbin match.
Dude.
Bruh.
Oh my god. Dude. Kill me. God. Dude, that is sad, bro. Like, I feel bad for AJ, bro. I feel...
All right, guys, we got him back. We got him back to finish out
Good
the
lord.
episode. Apologize for
Man,
that.
my Wi-Fi does a thing where occasionally will like kick me off the Wi-Fi, I guess, and you have to re-enter the password. But you can
Ugh,
put the right password in a million times and it doesn't accept it, and you just gotta restart the whole thing.
hate that.
Fucking it doesn't make sense.
So, so the OC beat Baron Corbin and Alpha Academy, and then we get the last part to JBL's Poker Invitational where Dexter wins. And then there's an interview a little bit later in the night where Candice is talking to Byron Saxton, and happy old Johnny Gargano comes up with Dexter Loomis, and they head out to go celebrate because he won poker. Dude,
Bro.
this is the stuff we're talking about that he has absolutely no excuses for. Absolutely
No,
none.
this is garbage. This is
Horrible.
not Johnny Gargano.
You're not doing yourself any favors by your main roster audience. This is not the Johnny Gargano you want them to know of.
No, exactly. That's the bad part. If it was Vince, I mean, it's fucking Vince. What do you expect? But bro, you're
Exactly.
trying to show off this guy. You're a guy. This is how you're showing him off. Made him look like a damn fool.
Horrible. Horrible. This is the kind of stuff we say. I understand Triple H has a lot to fix. I understand he has a whole company by the wayside that was going down the drain that he has to fix. But doing this to a guy like Johnny Gargano, a guy that you're trying to get your main roster audience used to, you are doing yourself absolutely no favors here. None.
Except because you're writing this. Like, it's not like you're just forgetting about Gargano, like you're Apollo or some shit, or people like that, where you're just kind of just happen to keep forgetting about him because you got so much on your plate.
Mm-hmm.
You are writing this for him. You are telling him that you are producing all of this for him. It's horrible, man. It's god awful.
It's got all. It
It's a
really is.
disgrace
It really
to
is.
Johnny Gargano.
The Judgment Day then
God,
have to help Dominic beat Akira Tozawa. They have to help him beat Akira Tozawa.
don't do that. Don't. Just keep it simple with them, bro. Please.
Dude. God fucking Lee. Pro.
Good lord.
Bobby Lashley is then interrupted on his way out of the arena by Adam Pearce, who tells him, he knows it was an accident, that he speared one of the WWE officials, but if it happens again, he's going to have no choice but to reprimand him, but he just goes and issues a warning. Bobby Lashley said, look, if somebody goes in the lion's den, you're going to punish the lion? Why are you having your guys run out there in the middle of a fight?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, what? Like, bro, I don't know if you've ever seen this. It's a fucking hilarious video. It's at a zoo, and these two gorillas just start going at it. They just start fighting, and somebody yells, "Get the zookeeper!" What you want
What the
him to
fuck is he
die?
going to do?
What's he gonna do? Fucking spear him? Like, why would you send some normal ass security guard out there to wrangle up Bobby Lashley? That's your fault he got hit. That shit don't make sense, bro.
And I will say, I like the intelligence that was shown by Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley on this night. However,
Yeah,
I've also been messing with Adam Pearce and his authority role. He's not been there as much, and I mess with it.
exactly, bro. Exactly.
We remember
I like it a
when
lot.
Vince was in control, how we would literally see Adam Pearce like in half of the show.
Dude, damn near every segment was him. Here's this person. You two are gonna have a match. You're gonna team together. Dude, Raw and SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible, bro. Too damn much. Too damn
Now
much.
we barely see him, and I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great. It's how the GM should be. Look at
Mm-hmm.
William Regal in 2018. He wasn't
Mm-hmm.
there every week, But when he was there, he paid attention because he was there for a reason. Come on,
Absolutely. He
people.
was there when shit needed some order, i.e. the
Exactly.
Undisputed Arrows being jackasses and they pissed him off.
That was the whole cycle, bro. I swear to God. He hated their ass.
So then in the main event, we get Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross. This one was okay. I think the one from earlier was definitely better. But before the match, Alexa Bliss was in the back, and we just see the Wyatt logo pop up on the Trons. And in this match, she teased a spot, man, where she went for the Sister Abigail.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's fun.
Becky Lynch was about to win the match. Damage Control, Damaged Goods came out, put her through the announce table. Alexa Bliss was then in the ring and pinned Nikki Cross to win the match. And she is going to go on to face Batley next week for a shot at Bianca Belair. I think Alexa Bliss might win it.
I think she will. I think she'll either, give in to the turn or keep teasing it more and just win and then go to something. And I think the loss to Bianca is just going to be the fucking tipping point.
And I could see...
Something's going to happen.
I agree. And I could also see... what is it? Becky costing Bayley the match next week, so it doesn't really make Bayley look all that bad.
I fucking hope so, man. Good Lord.
Definitely.
Thank hope.
Definitely. So yeah, man, Alexa Bliss and Bayley are got the match next week to fight Bianca Belair. They didn't say at the Royal Rumble, but I would assume it's going to be at the Royal Rumble, unless it's going to be on like one of those New Year shows or something, one of those Christmas shows. But yeah, man, so that was pretty much the week. That was the week of wrestling, man.
Not a bad week.
No, not by any means, man. So with that, it looks like that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted, man. This has been episode 120 of the podcast. And yeah, man, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for spending your Monday night with us talking some wrestling. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Thank you guys for everybody who came out again. Once again, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And with that, that is going to do it. Always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of Notorious Unscripted. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Friday with the news.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite. Throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty, don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'm damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grit. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number.